Good morning.
Okay. Good morning, Julia. How are you?
I'm fine, Rosa. How are you?
Yes, very well, thank you.
Good.
Still waking up, kind of, but good.
Right. I've just finished a webinar with Matthew.
Oh, really?
Yes, and the topic
What did
was
Mm.
it was dream jobs, so it was interesting.
Oh, dream jobs. What would your dream job be, Julia?
Well, I said I'd like to be a forest guard.
Oh, what? Well, that's the Canadian in you, I think.
I think so.
Oh, that's funny. Nice. That's really cool. What part?
And hmm?
What part of the job would you like to do? Is driving around in a Jeep or something? Good
I
morning, Angelo.
Hi, Angelo. Good morning from Milan. That's great.
We're
I think I
also in
like.
Milan.
Are you in Milan, Rosa?
Yes. Oh yeah, you're not in Milan at the moment, are you?
No, I'm stuck in the mountains.
There's worse places to be stuck.
Yeah, you're right.
Good
Oh,
morning,
Christina,
Christina. All our Milan crew is here.
we are students at MyS in Via Filzi.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you study English?
How are you? Good, thank you, Christina. How are you? It's lovely to see you. Michele from Pavia. Hello, Michele.
Very
Very
nice.
good.
We're fine, thanks. And Rosa, what would be your dream job?
Scuba diving, underwater photography. A scuba
Amazing.
dive instructor, I'd take that as well.
Amazing.
It's not said that it won't happen at some point. I might just
Wow.
go and live on an island and do that. It's always at the back of my mind.
Amazing. We have our mermaid teacher.
Yes, I am a mermaid. I'm a fish at heart.
So,
In Meravigli. Very good,
hey,
Angelo.
great. So if you're following this lesson, please type a comment, say hello. Christina, I'm fine, thanks. Okay, in Busto Arsizio.
Busto Arsizio. I don't know this place.
It's near Milan.
Okay. Very good.
And Clara is from Milan Meravigli. Nice
Very
dog,
good.
Clara.
Ah, so cute. Yes, I was about to say. All right, so we have a focus activity on hosting a foreign visitor,
What does host
which,
mean?
so to host someone means that someone is your guest. So if someone is visiting you and they stay in your house, you are their host. I think this is where the word hosting comes from, though, right?
Yes, I agree. It's similar.
Or hostess as well.
Ooh, host. Okay, let's take a look. Rosa, would you like to read?
Yes. Hosting a foreign visitor. Hello, Francesca. Good morning. Busto Arsizio is in near Varese. All right.
I do.
Cool.
Great.
Thanks for letting me know.
Great.
Okay, so we have learn how to host a foreign visitor, make a visitor feel comfortable, and show someone around your city.
Great.
Very good. So,
Foreign.
well, at the moment, yes, not possible, but have you hosted some foreign visitors before, Julia?
Well, when I was little, my family used to host visitors all the time from all over the world because we have many relatives from different countries.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Good morning, Paula.
Good morning. But I haven't hosted a foreign visitor recently. How about you, Rosa?
Yeah, I always have visitors coming to visit me, and well, yes, we usually host them. They can stay in our house. I don't have a very big house, but whatever space we do have, we share with people.
That's very nice. Do you have friends from different countries?
Yeah. Many different countries. Let me see. So last summer, I hosted some Irish friends, and yeah, that's I can't remember at the moment, but I had lots of friends come over last summer.
That's cool. Sounds like that's fun.
I love my favorite part is showing people around my hometown and being a tour guide. That's my favorite part about hosting someone.
Oh, yes, it's great. We'll learn about it in this lesson.
And what about our students? Have you ever hosted a foreign visitor? Or have you ever been the visitor that's being hosted? Because that's possible too. Have you ever been a guest in someone's house? Okay, so let's look at these questions. Have you ever hosted a foreign visitor? Have you ever been a foreign visitor hosted by a local? What did they do to make you feel comfortable or uncomfortable? And what makes a good host? What makes a bad host? So this is the question we were asking a moment ago. So it would be really lovely to hear your answers from Paola, Francesca, Cristina, Chiara. Who else do we have? Angelo, Michele. So if you want to answer these questions, it would be really nice to hear your answers.
Yeah. Rosa, have you ever been a foreign visitor hosted by a local?
Yes, I have. For a long time, I lived with a family in Bangladesh, so I guess that was. Or I spent 6 months with another family in Ethiopia, so a few different experiences like that.
That is so interesting.
Hi, we're Lisa and Daniele from Bologna. Very good. 2 for the price of 1.
And Francesca says, I've never hosted a foreign visitor.
Okay, good.
Have you ever been hosted by somebody in another country.
Mm-hmm.
Michele
So a
says,
local, maybe we should explain that. A local is a person that lives in an area. So if you are from Milan, for example, you are a local in Milan. I never hosted a foreign visitor. Sometimes I hosted my friends from my hometown. All right, very good, Angelo.
well done. I think we could also clarify the form here.
Mm-hmm.
Question is, have you ever? This is the present perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever hosted? And
so we need the verb have in there after I. I have never hosted a foreign visitor. We can shorten that and make I've never hosted a foreign visitor. Because as Julia was saying, it's the present perfect, and the present perfect needs the verb to have.
And we use this for experiences in your life without a specific time.
Lisa says, I hosted a student girl from England for a week in my home. How wonderful, Lisa. Very good. You could say I hosted a student without the girl, but that's really good. Francesca says, or Paula says, sorry, that. Okay, Francesca. Yes.
Francesca.
All right. Yes, I was hosted from a family in Dublin when I was 15. This is so the preposition here is I was hosted by a family in Dublin. And Paula says, last summer I've been a foreign visitor hosted by a Scottish family in Edinburgh. Wow, that must have been amazing, Paula. But
what a great experience.
You have specified the time there. You said last summer. So you don't use the present perfect with a specific time. You can use the past simple if you have a specific moment in time. If it's an unspecified period of time, then we use the present perfect. If you're talking about that exact moment that happened last summer, you use the past simple.
And in this case, it would be a passive, past simple passive. I was hosted by a family, by a Scottish family last summer.
All right. Again, Christina, careful. I've never hosted a foreign visitor, but I was hosted by an English family in England with my friend for a week. Very good. So, really good sentence. Just remember, we need I have never.
So you have a lot of experience hosted by local families abroad. What did they do to make you feel comfortable or uncomfortable in their home? Tell us about your experience. How did it go? And tell us what makes a good host and what makes a bad host, in your opinion. Rosa, would you like to tell us about your experience in a foreign country?
What made me feel comfortable? Well, I think if your host is warm and welcoming, that always helps. So how they greet you and how they welcome you into their family. Some things that a host can do to make you feel comfortable is preparing a room for you, perhaps.
Yeah.
Showing you where you can find everything that you need. Another thing is, which I always find very welcoming, is when someone says, make yourself at home, just take anything you want from the fridge or eat whatever you like.
Yes, that's very
So
nice.
I might not do it, but it's really nice gesture, I think.
Yes, I agree with this. When you feel like you're part of the family,
Yes.
you don't need to ask for food.
Yes,
And
or if you have all, if you have a prepared room with blankets and sheets and towels, perhaps, so that you don't have to ask and maybe be inappropriate.
yes, that's right. Well, here we're speaking about what makes a good host. It's also important to consider what makes a good guest.
Yes, not overstepping your boundaries. I think a good host helps the guest to discover the culture of the country or city. In this way, the guest is integrated in the city life. Perfect, Angelo. So be careful with that life, but otherwise, beautiful. Lisa says, when I went to England, they made me feel comfortable. Very good. Feel. Very good. And no worries, Angelo. So, what exactly did they do to make you feel comfortable? What were some actions or some things that they said to make you feel comfortable? So, a good host, I think, yes, a good host will take time to show you around,
Very
take you to the best eating and dining experiences. I was going to say.
true. What does to show you around mean?
So to show around means to guide you,
Yes.
helps you to discover. If I show someone around my city, it means I spend some time with my guest, showing them all the city, all the different landmarks or important parts of the city, the interesting parts of a city.
Yes, of course. And as you said, taking them to restaurants so they can taste local food.
Yeah, or the local market. I always love going to the local markets. What makes a bad host? I think probably someone inconsiderate or rude. Maybe that could, or, if you are visiting someone that doesn't really spend any time with you, you could feel a little bit left out, not welcomed.
Very good adjective there, left out. What does it mean?
It means to be not welcomed, feel not as if you're not part of a group.
Yes. So it's not a good feeling when you're
Excluded.
in a
Nice. Yeah.
foreign country.
No.
Sarah says, in my opinion, a good host helps a visitor, but it's very, very important that the room is clean.
Okay, very good.
Yes, it is. As
So
Rosa
you
said,
would prepare. Mm.
what would you prepare? So Rosa said clean sheets and towels. Do we know what sheets means? Towels?
Mm. The Scottish family was a very good host. Mm. Is it plural or singular?
Maybe we would say the Scottish family were very good hosts.
Mm.
You agree?
Yeah, I'm wondering. I think I would probably use the plural form.
And Michaela
Because
said,
a host is a person, right? So if it's a family that's composed by many different people, then it becomes plural, I think. Okay, Francesca says their hospitality was great. They made a map for me and my friends for the major landmarks in Dublin, and the room was very clean and comfortable. Very good.
that's good.
The only thing I would change there probably is major landmarks. Landmarks is a really good word. Well, a really good word, sorry. Very good. Would you say major, Julia?
Main, I would say the main landmarks.
The main landmarks or the most important landmarks?
A question from Angelo. Sorry, the opposite of to feel left out is to feel no, not
Is
really.
to be included.
There isn't really an opposite of left out.
Because left out literally means to leave something. So abandon, sort of abandon something out.
You can feel part of something. Feel like you're a part of something.
Yeah, to be a part of or included.
Christina says, in the English house, I felt a little uncomfortable because in this family, we couldn't speak with them and we saw them very little. Oh.
So yeah,
those
that's
were
one of the
distant hosts?
I guess so. I was just thinking for Angelo, another one we could say is to fit in.
Nice.
To fit in is a phrasal verb, and it means to be included.
Great. Yes, you're right. Very nice. We had a comment up there from Michele. To make comfortable the guest, the host can ask what he prefers to eat. So let's correct this. To make the guest, subject, feel comfortable, the host can ask what he prefers, third person, to eat. Yes.
Very good.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. There's a few different ways you could change it, but that's a really good one.
I would say what he would prefer to eat, maybe.
Yeah, we could say that as well.
Yes, because everyone has we all have different taste and different habits when it comes to eating. So that can be a problem in a foreign country.
I guess, yeah.
The culture is very different from your own.
I never have problems with that. I eat everything.
Good for you.
Whatever you put in front of me.
Oh, Francesca, in the evening before going to bed, they offered us cups of American coffee. Whoa. That would keep me awake all night. Interesting.
So not all the evening, but every evening before going to bed, they would offer us cups of American coffee. A cup of American coffee. So every evening. Every evening meaning every day. If you say all the evening, I think you can't really say all the evening. And if you do, it means just all of one evening. So if you wanted to say every day, you have to say every evening. Okay, nice. Some really, really good examples here.
Okay, well done. Now let's continue. Rosa, would you like to read?
Yes. What are some things a host needs to do to prepare before a visitor arrives? So guys, try to think of some things that you would do if you had some visitors coming to your house. What will you do? So you like a clean room, so maybe you would do some cleaning.
Yes, cleaning is important. And preparing clean sheets and towels. Oh, maybe we could prepare the room to make it feel even more welcoming, maybe with some fresh flowers from our garden if we have a garden.
That's
so
nice.
Paula, when I arrived, they offered me a drink and asked me about my flight. Oh yes, very nice.
Good.
Ask your guest how the trip was. How are you?
If it was a long flight, you might just want to go and sleep for a few hours.
And I think showing your guest around your house to show your guest where everything is. So again, we have this phrasal verb, showing around, to show someone around. So show your guest around your house, to guide them around your house, to show them where everything is. So where the kitchen is, anything that they need.
Okay, so let's see what
the idea.
we have here. Yeah, so we can discuss the vocabulary maybe. So
Clean
number
your house.
1, clean your house. Prepare a fresh room, bed, couch with clean sheets and pillows. Fresh towels for the guests. Extra toothbrush just in case your guest needs one. Make sure you've plenty of food, beverages, and snacks. An itinerary for sightseeing around town. Okay, very good. So Angela says, I think that is a good idea to receive a welcome with fruit, good drink, chocolates, nice.
Yes, it is. And Lisa, a host needs to
Go
clean every
ahead.
room, prepare new towels and shower gel, and a guide of the city. Oh yes, of course.
Ampala. Then they showed me the room. It was very clean, and there were some biscuits and fresh fruits on the little table. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
So
beautiful.
I think we'd call that a coffee table or a bedside table, perhaps.
That's true.
And the other word I wanted to discuss is this fresh.
Yes, you're right.
Is it a fresh? A fresh room, yes. So generally fresh means something, if I think of fresh, I think of fresh fruit, for example. Fresh fruit and vegetables. But in this case, I guess fresh means that they are clean and possibly new.
Yes. So fresh out of the laundry, out of the wash.
Exactly. And the other word is sightseeing.
Yes.
So sightseeing means to visit places, landmarks is the word we used earlier. To visit landmarks and places of cultural, artistic, and historical importance. So, for example, sightseeing in Rome, you would visit the Colosseum, the Fori Romani, the Vatican, etc. If you go sightseeing in Paris, you might go to the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées. So, yes.
It sounds like you've been to Paris, Rosa.
I did, yeah. Just not so long ago, on December. It was lovely.
Yes,
all the Christmas lights were up.
I remember after our Christmas party.
Oh yeah, I left straight from work onto the bus. Very good.
Wow.
All right, sightseeing. Okay, so hopefully that's all clear for everyone.
Let's carry on.
Yeah.
So here we have hospitality phrases. How might you respond to these hospitality phrases? So here's an example. Rosa, would you like to be read?
Yeah, sure. So, how was your flight? Drive.
Not too bad. I took a little nap. What's a nap?
A nap is a small sleep. a power nap. So
Right.
in the afternoon or so in the afternoon, sort of like a siesta, a
And
nap.
from Angelo to you, Rosa, you are a
Oh,
good
thank you,
guy.
Angelo.
Yes, he is. You're right.
A
Francesca.
little sleep, yes, Paula, that's a nap, exactly. Or the other one I think of is a cat nap. Cats always nap. I really
Francesca says,
appreciate when my room is clean. If I find a welcome present is perfect.
very nice.
Very good. Okay. Are you hungry?
I'm okay right now, although I probably will be hungry soon.
Hmm. Can I get you something to drink?
A glass of water would be great. So here we have a polite expression to offer. Can I get you something to drink? Can I get you is polite. And the answer is polite. A glass of water would be great.
You can put your things here.
Okay, thanks.
Here are some clean towels for you.
Great, thanks. I didn't bring any.
Where would you like to go tomorrow?
Where would you recommend? I'll follow your lead. Now this is interesting. Where would you like
Follow
to
your
go?
lead.
What does follow your lead mean?
So to follow your lead means that you are happy to do anything and that you're happy to follow your host to wherever they think is best.
Yes, and it's a great part of being a guest in a local family because they know where the best places are.
Yes.
So here we have from Christina. When the visitor arrives, the host should clean your house, fresh towels for the guests, and prepare an itinerary for sightseeing. Of course. And Lisa said it was very good. I saw wonderful views. Okay. Last one, a very important phrase.
There we go. Please make yourself at home.
Thanks, I will.
So that's a bit like mi casa es su casa. That's the expression, right?
Right. It's important to say it. Make yourself at home. Feel at home. Okay, if there are any questions, please type in the comment section. Let's remember to be polite. So you can use the conditional. Where would you like to go? Where would you recommend? A glass of water would be great.
So using those very nice polite modal verbs.
That's right. It's important to be polite as a guest and as a host. So here we have clues to create a dialogue. So you don't have a full question or a full answer, but you can use these words to write a question and an answer. Should we give an example?
Yes. So, for example, in the first sentence, we could say, "Welcome, and how was your flight or how was your trip?"
My trip was fine, but I feel tired. I'm jet lagged. There was a crying baby on the airplane, so I couldn't sleep. What does jet lag mean?
So jet lag is time travel. When let me think about it. So when you go a long distance in a plane, you're traveling for some hours, but also time is changing on the earth in the meantime. So you arrive and you're either some hours before or after what your normal hour would be.
It's an uncomfortable feeling. I've felt that way before.
Yes, sometimes I don't feel it, and then sometimes it lasts 2, 3, 4 days. You know, you wake up very, very early or very, very late because you're still on the old clock.
Yes, that's true. And they say that it's worse when you travel east. They say it's easier when you travel west. So, for example,
Because you go back.
If you go from Italy to the United States and you get there, it's afternoon, but you feel like it's nighttime, but you can stay awake until bedtime.
Yeah.
When you go back home to Italy from the States, you can't wake up in the morning because when it's morning for you,
It's afternoon.
Yeah.
No.
Like when
It's night.
you wake up in Italy in the morning, it's still
I always get so confused with this stuff.
really hard to wake up. So, students, have you ever been jet lagged? And do you have
Yes, brilliant. Kiara's saying, "Are you hungry, thirsty?" Very good example. Well done. I'm not hungry or thirsty.
Okay.
What could we say with coffee, tea? Would you care for tea? Would you care for coffee? Would you like a coffee? Can I get you something to drink? A coffee or tea? A cup of tea before a nap? Thanks. Nice.
You used a very nice, polite expression. Would you care for? Very polite.
I would care for some more coffee.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, good.
Okay, shall we carry on?
Yeah, we only have a few minutes left, actually. So
I'll be blue. You can be red.
Okay.
So, is there anything specific you'd like to see?
I want to see everything, but I'm not sure where we should go first or how long everything will take.
No worries. We can hit all the must-see spots.
I'm excited. Where are we going first?
Most sites are within walking distance, so we'll go to the city center and start from there.
That sounds great.
Okay. Great
So,
dialogue.
some interesting vocabulary here. So, how long everything will take means how much time it will, how many hours going around all the most important landmarks, how many hours it will take to go and visit everything. And hit all the must-see spots. That's another curious expression. So hit is not to physically hit something, but is to go to all the must-see spots. Must is another modal verb. It's an obligation. So the must-see spots in a city are the most important landmarks, the main sites. And the rest is, most sites are within walking distance, so that means that it's easy to walk from one place to the next.
Yes, walking distance is an important notion when you're in a foreign city. Sometimes when you look at the map, you can't understand if some place is walking distance or not. It's hard to judge the distances. In fact, I remember when I was in London, I thought that everything was walking distance on the map. So I ended up walking for kilometers and kilometers every day. It was lovely, but very tiring.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. I love walking. I personally love walking around cities because you see all those details and discover new things that you would miss if you were on a bus or even worse on an underground.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
The underground, you just miss everything completely, and it just makes me so sad.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, I like to go at my own pace when I visit a new place.
Okay, so
Okay. We also have some interesting modal verbs used on this slide. I'm not sure where we should go first. What does should mean?
so what would be the best option?
Exactly.
So if you have, I don't know, 3, 4 things to see, a museum, the famous bridge behind them, or a tower, where should I go first? I don't know where it's convenient for me to start from.
Angelo, yes, should is used for advice. Absolutely. Great. Then we had, as Rosa said, must for obligation. Of course, in this case, must see isn't a real obligation, but it's like very strong advice.
Yeah, very strong recommendation.
Recommendation, yes. And
If
will.
if you visit me in my hometown, I would say, oh, you must try this or you must see that. You don't have to, you're not obliged to do it, but I really, really strongly recommend that you do. Otherwise, you're just going to miss out on the best things.
Okay. Well, should we review today's work?
Yes, I think we should. All right, so we looked at some things to prepare if you are a host.
Yes, and you all had very interesting ideas and you contributed your experience both as guests and as hosts. So that was lovely.
So host is someone who you visit and as a guest. So you have hosts and guests, which are the two opposites. And then we looked at some, hospitality phrases. So how was your flight? Can I get you something to eat or to drink? Would you care for a cup of tea? That's a very nice, sweet way. We saw that it's important to use the modal verbs because they make everything so much more polite. And it's very important to be polite.
Yes, that's true. We had some new phrasal verbs today. So we had show around. Show around, to guide someone around.
To fit in.
Yes.
Be left out.
That's right.
We looked at the word fresh towels, just that, which means clean in this case.
Right.
And what else did we see?
We had modal verbs for recommendation and suggestion. Where should we go? The must-see spots. So
the word jet-lagged, that's a good one.
Jet-lagged, yes.
The main landmarks. We saw the word sightseeing.
That's true.
And that's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining us. Take care, everyone. See you soon.
Bye. And thank you, Rosa, for the nice lesson.
Bye, Julia. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.